Yep.
Okay, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
I'm Summer.
I'm Dakota.
All right, thank you. I'm Danette Batanas, and I am going to tell you about traveling to the Pacific Northwest. Have you ever dreamed of experiencing the ocean, mountains, or maybe even a rainforest, but felt unable to because you could not travel outside the United States? Believe it or not, there is a place within the US that has all these options, the Pacific Northwest coast. If one seeks an area full of diverse landscapes for an active lifestyle, it would be worth it to make their way out to this edge of the United States. To name a few of these unique areas, there is the Hoh Rainforest and Mount St. Helens located in Washington, as well as Cannon Beach and the High Desert in Oregon. The Hoh Rainforest is located on the west side of the Olympic National Park. According to Howard Frisk, photographer and author of the book, The Seven Wonders of Washington State, the rainforest gets as much as 14 feet of rain a year, making it one of the world's lushest rainforests. It is one of 4 rainforests on the Olympic Peninsula, but is the only one that has been awarded the distinction of being a World Heritage Site and a Biosphere Reserve by UNESCO. There are 2 short walking trails, the Hall of Mosses Trail and the Spruce Nature Trail. They also have a 5-mile island hike that takes you deeper into the wilderness. It follows the Hoh River with relatively flat land and is lined with giant 100-year-old cedar, spruce, and fir trees. If you are looking for a more rugged hike, there are plenty of mountains to explore. An infamous national landmark, Mount St. Helens, is most known for its destructive eruption on May 18, 1980. You can visit the Mount St. Helens Visitor Center to learn all about the eruption and visit the Johnston Ridge Observatory to get some of the clearest views of the mountain. If you want a closer look at the mountain, you can travel on many of the hiking trails that go up and around this majestic peak. If you get tired of walking all those mountain trails or it gets too cold for you, you can head to the beach. There are a variety of beaches that you can visit, such as Cannon Beach. It is home to a famous rock formation called Haystack Rock. Haystack Rock is a 235-foot sea stack that attracts wildlife and tourists alike. It was formed millions of years ago. It created many of the dramatic capes and headlands along the coast. The rock is home to nesting seabirds in the summer and marine invertebrates all year round. If mountains, beaches, or a rainforest do not interest you, there is also a desert that you can visit in Oregon called the Oregon High Desert. You can visit areas within the desert like the John Day River Basin with its mountainous terrains and steep river canyons. Absent of dams and among the longest free-flowing rivers, the John Day River provides habitat for wild steelhead, Chinook salmon, bull trout, and interior red band trout. There is also the Oregon Desert Trail that you can hike if you feel like walking around and exploring the nation's dry side. This area includes the Heart Mountain National Antelope Refuge, Steens Mountain, and the Owie Canyonlands. There are other attractions along the coast, such as Dune Country in Oregon, where you can drop out of your car and into a dune buggy to drive through some of the tallest sand dunes in the world. Once you are done in the desert, consider taking a relaxing drive down the Pacific Coast Highway. The Pacific Coast Highway runs 1,650 miles through Washington, Oregon, and California. A good idea would be getting a Moon Pacific Coast Highway travel guide to help you plan the route you want to take. The highway begins at the northwest tip of the United States at Port Townsend, Washington, and ends near the Mexican border. One of the first cities that you will visit as you are driving is Seattle. Seattle has many attractions that you can visit, such as the Space Needle. The Space Needle has a 520-foot observation deck that provides a 360-degree view of Seattle, the snow-capped Cascade Mountains to the east, and the majestic Olympic Mountains to the west. Of course, you cannot leave Seattle without making a pit stop at Pike Place Fish Market. While you are there, you can visit the many fish markets, restaurants, and different retail and craft markets within the area. They also offer walking tours for those interested. The tours have experienced guides that give you a peek inside the market. They include art, food, and cooking classes, an introduction to merchants, and interesting facts from their colorful history. As you drive through Oregon, you will pass Cannon Beach and the Haystack before heading into California. At the midway point of the route, you will pass through the great redwood forests of Northern California, where some of the tallest trees line an area called the Avenue of the Giants. It is also home to some of the best remnants of the golden age of car-borne tourism, such as the drive-through tree house and houses carved out of trees. As you are finishing up your trip, make a quick stop in San Simeon and visit Hearst Castle. The castle was built by William Randolph Hearst and famed San Franciscan architect Julia Morgan. They offer a variety of tours such as grand rooms, upstairs suites, and the cottage and kitchen tours. You can finish the day visiting the gardens and admiring the Neptune and Roman pools that are a famous part of the castle. This is merely a handful of the diverse experiences one can have while visiting the Pacific Northwest. From admiring the views of the Pacific Coast Highway, such as the Haystack Rock, to walking the desert or examining the lushness of a rainforest and the rocky terrain of a mountain like Mount St. Helens, the Pacific Northwest is a unique destination for everyone. Thank you.
Woo. Oh, wait, hold on. There's like a clap emoji. Where is it?